Hey guys, Aaron Cybertron Zang here, and I'm bringing you another battle in the VGC 14 ladder series, where I climb the online ladder and provide live commentary as I go. Today you'll see that I am using a very similar team to yesterday's battle with Charizard, Venusaur, Hydreigon, Scizor, Azumarill, and Amoonguss. I'm going to find Miguel from Illinois, 1545, and we're going to get right into the battle. Miguel's team is going to be a pretty standard one. It's funny that I see Klefki because I recently just used that, but my opponent's team is going to be Kangaskhan, Rotom Wash, Ferrothorn, Klefki, Garchomp, and the Mawile. Cool to see Kangaskhan and Mawile. I think it's very interesting, especially given the fact that today Marcus, don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Marcus, also known as Yoshi, won German Nationals undefeated, actually 16-0 with Kangaskhan and Mawile on his team. So double Mega Pokemon, interesting to see on my opponent's side. Charizard can do so much work in this battle because it gets the super effective hit onto his three Steel types. Interesting to see three Steel types on Miguel's team. It's mostly Dragon Claw on Garchomp and the Dragon Claw obviously on Kangaskhan too. So Amoonguss, Charizard here, really good match for me. I really like that lead. I have to be careful of that Garchomp and that Kangaskhan, but of course I do have Azumarill too. Venusaur, probably something I don't really need that much in this matchup. And the question is whether I want to go with Scizor or Hydreigon. I'm leaning towards Hydreigon though. So I'm thinking of Amoonguss and Charizard as my leads and Hydreigon and Azumarill in the back. And I feel pretty comfortable about that, so let's see how this plays out. Garchomp's probably the biggest sword on my opponent's team I'll have to watch out for, but he's probably expecting me to pack Charizard Y, so I can use the Charizard X Y Bluff to my advantage. That's why I really love using the Venusaur Charizard double Mega combo, because your opponent's always expecting the Sun to come out, but instead you can surprise them. He is going to lead with Kangaskhan and Garchomp, probably his best lead option against me, against my Amoonguss and Charizard. So, not the best, but not the worst of matchups here. He probably is going to go for the Fake Out onto Amoonguss and the Rock Slide. So, I'm going to just, even if he doesn't go for the Fake Out, I'm going to go for the Spore on Kangaskhan. I think I have the Mega Evolve here, and I kind of just want to go for a Dragon Claw onto that Garchomp, but I also don't want Charizard to take much damage. I want to conserve it, so I want to also tempted to switch into a Azumarill. So, what to do? Amoonguss is really the best partner to pair up with this Charizard though. So, okay, you know what? I'm going to go for the Spore into Kangaskhan, Mega Evolve, and go for a Dragon Dance. Nope, let's go for the Dragon Claw into Garchomp. Once I KO Garchomp, I feel pretty good about winning this game overall, since my Amoonguss has a good matchup against, first of all, Kangaskhan, if it does choose to fake out my Amoonguss, it's just going to take Rocky Helmet damage, and that damage is going to rack up in order for Hydreigon to seal up the game. He definitely has at least one Steel type in this match. We do see the Fake Out come out from Kangaskhan. It does target Amoonguss, so that's what expected. He's going to take 1/3 damage from that Rocky Helmet on Amoonguss, and Amoonguss showing its worth with that Rocky Helmet, and it's pretty good bulk. He goes for the Dragon... So he obviously knew that I am packing Charizard X, as he just went for the Dragon Claw instead of the Rock Slide. Not able to KO me, as I am able to pick up the return KO. I hang on with 1 HP from the Rough Skin, but he has Rocky Helmet too, so we trade knockouts there. Definitely wasn't expecting him to go for the Dragon Claw, but I guess he's either watched my videos or he's very good and just knows that bluff. Impressive though. So now that we've both traded, he knocked out my Mega, well I didn't, but I still have Amoonguss, which is great. And now that I got rid of Garchomp, I don't really fear the rest of his team, and I know he doesn't have Mawile, so he's probably going to bring in Rotom Wash or Ferrothorn right now. So I'm going to bring in Hydreigon to threaten the Steel types, but he actually brings in Klefki. Okay, that makes sense too. And Klefki I'm fine with because, it's funny because I've been actually using it too, but it's got Safeguard, so that's the thing I need to watch out for the most. So I'm going to go for a Rage Powder here, anticipating the Kangaskhan to just go for a return, and going to try to pick up the KO on Kangaskhan with the Dark Pulse. And since we see Klefki, I assume my opponent's last Pokemon's going to be that Rotom Wash. Not entirely sure, though. And Amoonguss is going to go for the Rage Powder here, trying to redirect any potential return from onto the... Oh, he's going to actually go for the Thunder Wave instead of the Safeguard. Okay, so he's going to paralyze my Amoonguss. I'm perfectly fine with that. I don't really care at all. See if Kangaskhan went for the Power Up Punch or the return. He does go for the return. So Amoonguss is going to take quite the beating here, but it should hang on with just a bit after the second hit. It definitely will be able to. So Amoonguss doing some work there, as Kangaskhan takes 2/3 damage just from Rocky Helmet. Hydreigon is able to get the Dark Pulse off here. That should be a KO. Modest Life Orb, of course. And Kangaskhan falls down. So now it's 3-2. Still impressed by my opponent Dragon Clawing my Charizard on the first turn. That was pretty cool. But Charizard X proving its physical bulk, and it was able to hang on. My opponent's last Pokemon is actually going to be Ferrothorn, so Hydreigon should basically clean this game up for me, as I can Fire Blast both of my opponent's Pokemon. But Klefki's not the threat, Ferrothorn is. I'm going to go for the Rage Powder here to redirect any potential Thunder Waves again, and go for a Fire Blast onto the Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn might protect here, but if Ferrothorn doesn't protect and say gets a Gyro Ball off against Hydreigon, that would be huge, so I don't want to risk that. I probably should have actually switched out Amoonguss into Azumarill just to get Regenerator health, and to go for a Protect on the Hydreigon to make the safest play possible, but okay, I'm going to get the Rage Powder off, so that's good. Klefki won't be able to say Swagger or Thunder Wave my Hydreigon. Oh, he goes for the Light Screen actually, okay. So Light Screen's going to go up, but Ferrothorn should fall down from this fire. Oh, but the Avoid! The Avoid! No! Oh, no. Okay, Hydreigon hanging on with 35 HP now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game now. I'm going to go for a Rage Powder again and try to pick up the KO onto Ferrothorn again. See, now the question is whether he protects with Ferrothorn or not. You know, the reason why I didn't target Klefki last turn was because I expected Ferrothorn to attack. But now he might want to attack with his... Ah, God, that was bad. I'm going to go for the Rage Powder, and... This is bad. That just made this game a lot harder. Okay, I'm going to Rage Powder, and... Klefki might even have an attacking move, like Dazzling Gleam, which would be really bad. But you know what? I'm just going to target Ferrothorn again. I didn't go for the Fire Blast last turn. I mean, I went for it last turn, and he's probably expecting me to target Klefki this turn. Okay, good, perfect. So, hit it. Yes! Okay, let's see if it has, like, something crazy like Aqua Berry. Okay, that picks up the knockout. Wow, that was close. Critting through that Light Screen, but Modest Life Orb, definitely KO on it regardless, as Hydreigon clutching it through. Whew! That was intense. If I missed that one more time, obviously, game would have been pretty much over since Azumarill is my last Pokemon. But I still like Fire Blast more on Hydreigon just because it picks up the KO onto like bulky Mawile, especially with Life Orb and Modest. And I'm fine taking the risk in terms of losing a bit of accuracy for power. I like the extra firepower, but Hydreigon clutching it out. And it does hit its second Fire Blast onto this Klefki, even though Klefki gets the paralysis up, so that's huge. As that's going to win me the game, as I hang on with 1 HP, and Amoonguss is going to get the Spore off too. Been lucky enough to attack through the paralysis. Obviously, in terms of Amoonguss, didn't matter too much, but I definitely needed to maximize my chances of attacking and hitting Fire Blast, and so I wanted to redirect any potential Thunder Waves, but this game is basically over at this point, as Hydreigon should be able to clean up the game. I'm going to switch into Azumarill just to preserve HP in case Hydreigon does miss this Fire Blast or doesn't get it off, ensuring that Azumarill will be able to seal up the game. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Really interesting that my opponent went for the Dragon Claw play. Really smart play by Miguel's side. So props to him for that. I definitely caught me off guard. But my Charizard X, I did not know could even hang on from a Dragon Claw from Garchomp. So because I was able to pick up the return KO, that basically ended up helping me seal up the game. And Amoonguss with Rocky Helmet, one of my favorite ways to deal with Kangaskhan, just because Kangaskhan can't really KO it. And Amoonguss is a Pokemon you really have to fake out on the first turn, because otherwise you're just going to get Sport. So basically, you know, you're going to end up doing 66% with Amoonguss without even attacking it, just from Rocky Helmet damage. So Rocky Helmet Amoonguss, definitely one of the more dominant Pokemon in the format. So I'm going to take a 2-0 win there. Pretty exciting. Relatively quick battle, but one where we saw my opponent predict my Charizard X play right from the start. But still, Charizard X picking up the knockout on Garchomp, and that was the biggest threat on my opponent's team, like I mentioned in the early game. And because I knocked out his biggest threat right from the beginning, I was able to seal up the game with Hydreigon. Hydreigon, also one of my favorite Pokemon in VGC 2014. So, let me know what you guys thought about the battle. As always, 500 likes is the goal for daily uploads. I'll try to upload whenever I can. Otherwise, yeah. Anyways, let me know if you enjoyed the battle. Like, comment, subscribe, of course, if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Alright, have a good afternoon, guys. Peace.